As many of you know, I live in Anchorage, Alaska, and there is a quite contentious Senate race going on right now between the incumbent Mark Begich, who's a Democrat, and the Republican Dan Sullivan, who is a federal prosecutor, and he was he served in the Bush administration under Condoleezza Rice. And actually, Condoleezza Rice is running local ads up here. How the fuck? I mean, I live in Alaska. I get that we're pretty backwards and dumb up here about the military and stupid because we're so beholden to that kind of evil. But it's amazing to me that the average citizen would still, and the people that run their campaigns would still run on military service in Afghanistan and Iraq. Dan Sullivan was a Marine, I believe he was in the reserves, and then he was deployed after 9/11 to Afghanistan. And he's running on, showing pictures of himself in Afghanistan with his soldiers and having his fellow soldiers come out and say what a hero he was and how great he was and what a leader. The point is, we shouldn't allow our politicians any longer to run on the Afghanistan or Iraq wars as a positive. They are not a positive. They are wars of empire, first of all. And secondly, it's the Flintstones versus G.I. Joe. The reason I'm showing the G.I. Joe video in this, and the reason I've titled this G.I. Joe versus the Flintstones, at least in the title, is because that's what this equivocation is. It is, we are G.I. Joe, the United States government, the military-industrial complex, and they are the fucking Flintstones. And we are proud that we send G.I. Joe to go kill the fucking Flintstones, this technologically advanced, unbelievable superpower, imperialistically destroying two little countries who can't fucking get their shit together because of hundreds of years, thousands of years of empires fighting over that land and their natural resources. Now, remember that next time someone locally that you know or you see that's running on their service in the military in the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Remember, it's like G.I. Joe versus the Flintstones. It's not a good comparison. It's not a good thing. And Americans should frankly be ashamed. Anybody who went to Afghanistan and Iraq should be fucking ashamed. They should never have gone in the first place. There is no draft. If you're so poor, go borrow money and go to college. Like I did. Like every the fuck buddy else that I've ever known that's poor grows up and doesn't join the military. The military is a meat grinder. It is to, as Bill Hicks said, destroy, break shit and kill people. That's what the military does. And to run on your service in two imperialistic wars, and either in Iraq or Afghanistan, it is G.I. Joe versus the Flintstones. It is good old-fashioned imperialistic American bullying. It's fucking disgusting, and we should not allow our politicians locally to run on it. Shame on fucking Dan Sullivan. Shame on anybody who uses their service in those horrible wars of empire to further their political career. Shame on them. It's the Flintstones versus G.I. Joe. Plain and simple. Have a great fucking day.